Is that Mike? Y'all doing? Y'all still trying to adjust it? Is that me? Okay. And call law. He said, ain't no knowledge in the grave where you going. Ain't nobody sitting down there in the grave with no whole bunch of information. They dead. I said the book declared the dead know of nothing. The living know that they shall die. So I'm taking hope while I got opportunity on this side, make sure I'm right. You know, if you actually knew proximity or a close time frame of when you were going to die, would going on excursions be your relief? Is just going seeing everybody you know before you die. Versus, I need to be trying to be right so I can meet the man that made me. I need to make sure I set my house in order. But people are different. I had a cousin, one of my mothers, I mean, he was dying, he was in the hospital. That joke was talking about he was good, he had made up with the Lord. Joke was still going outside, take a cigarette break. You remember your nephew Wayne? You remember that? Did you go see him when he was in the hospital? I didn't really care nothing for him. But anyway, a lot of people don't really care nothing for a family. Now, I don't really care for everybody. Anyway, so he was outside smoking. You know, made a good Christian. He was feeling good about himself. Had made his way with the Lord. He was still coming up to sit outside and smoke a cigarette. That's the mind he give you, though. Man, if I was sitting around, I know I'm getting ready to die, I'm at the hospital, I'm dying, I don't go outside and smoke no cigarette. Cigarette, why I mean? I had cousins that died from alcoholism. They drunk so much, look like they were pregnant. You don't see them folk deliver? Man, listen, man, when you walk around like you're pregnant from that stuff, whoo. I was so far around they pregnant, but it ain't from sex or alcohol. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't want, what's that thing go between the bun? It's called a sandwich. I don't know why they call it a hot dog. Every time in between two pieces of bread, that's a sandwich. Why did they waste time on that song with that stuff? Who know why they did that? When y'all came in there, did y'all think like, man, this gonna be clever. We gonna talk about when anything between two pieces of bread, that's a sandwich. My name is Jill. I listen to that one of them things, it irk you, but you get used to hearing it now. It's like one of them things, it irks you. She's like, well, we're going to make you a copy without it. I said, leave it alone, it irked me now. So I'm kind of used to being irked. I'm looking for them little irk part. Isn't that right? Man, Mike, what are we going to call him, Jill? My name is Jill. I said, both of them drunk. But, anyway, I guess I just kind of, besides that, just kind of think about just the mindset of people. You know, man, people today, it's a lot of delusional people in the world today. People searching. People all over, make no mistake, people all over the world, people looking for something. They might not admit it, because a lot of times, depending on your voyage, when people are seeking what they call, people look at a higher power, God, whatever they name it, we know him as Elohim. Isn't that right? He's just complete. You know what I'm saying? Just the all of everything. You know what I'm saying? We know him as just, the true maker, creator, sustainer. But people in search, because people don't know. People don't know, and people look at it. Then sometimes, depending on who you talk to, it's so much bad advice out here when people seeking. People jump from Christianics to Islam to Judaism to just all over to just, agnostic, the belief of a God, but not really pinning it down to whatever it is. I don't know how these people come up with this stuff. But anyway, it's just, to atheists, people just don't know. People seeking. People inquire. There's just so many different versions, or perversions of way to do it or go about it. Everybody trying to say, well, what makes one way right above another? Well, we judge it on the multitudes. That's just being honest. One thing we don't learn with society, these people not going to do right. Isn't that right? It's only one concrete way. Everything he put down, if you just got the right instructor, it's just right. It's right for one man to be with one woman. It's just right. It ain't make no sense for no woman to be with no whole bunch of men, or no man to be with a whole bunch of women. It don't make sense. These people know it. They know this stuff don't make sense. It makes sense to the flesh if you want to do what you want to do. It makes sense for you to be sober-minded. I mean, look at what happens every time. How many people get murdered every year from drinking and driving? How many, with all this stuff that people do, everything that people do, it ain't made no sense. It's just a matter of people just try to find relief in other ways, or in order to fit in. A lot of these things come in from fitting in. People want to fit in. People want to be popular. People want to be known. I used to have that problem. I wanted to fit in. Because I was like, ugly people needed somebody to kind of, I couldn't be ugly, but I was like, I can at least try to go and help them. Because ugly people need people to throw rocks at them. Hanging out, Alvin, it's tight. You been working hard lately? I know, but these Shabbats will wear you out. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? We're on the revolving Shabbat. Isn't that right? That's how you get them to show up. You don't have to worry about coming Wednesday. But anyway, we just got a lot of work. I'm telling you, people seek it. Listen, with all the disasters coming on the world, with all the uprising of people against governments, y'all see, he told us all these different things were going to happen. And these people got to turn to him after a while. Only people that's honest of heart, people that's honest of law, they'll turn to him. They'll say, this is the only way. Y'all saw they get ready to incarcerate this police officer for the Parkland shooting? He looking at life in prison for not running inside that building when they was shooting. Why these crackers don't get no time when they let us get shot? How are we getting these crackers? Probation, no charges, dismissal, acquittal. When this cracker, what he did made sense to me. Listen, they shooting inside that building. Ain't no use to me going in there. Listen, everybody getting shot at running out. Why am I running in? I'm like, follow me. And that's a day go with that. They come on, get out. Seriously? That's life in prison? Let me see, Erica Garner. I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. None of them crackers ran to his rescue to rescue him. Why these crackers ain't in prison? Why these crackers ain't getting life? Sandra Bland. All these people, why these crackers not in jail? Y'all don't know, stuff like that piss me off. That's insulting. The man had said, he like, listen, if something inside of you tells you to run into a building with somebody gunning people down, it ain't talking to me. You can't make what's speaking you speak to me. I'm hearing ta 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 ta, and folks just go and get a bit of boo-loo-loo. Nothing saying run in there. You know what I'm saying? Nothing saying run in there right quick and then run it back. No. Building on fire, people running out, jumping out the building. Nothing tell me to run that building. That's a call you got. I'm serious. Certain jobs, it's a call. Listen. It was a lady. I was standing at the gas station. My wife's in the car. I was looking. I seen the car on the train track. I said, boy, it's gonna be bad. The train come. Train would come. I was looking down that track. That train would come. They were sitting on that track, and them people would not move their hall. I said, man, that train gonna hit that car. That train is boom! Man, hit that stuff. Man, hit that car. Listen, that car went up. Man, it was just a cloud of smoke. That train just ran through it. Man, that train went down and finally stopped. Man, them people ran out there. Didn't nothing tell my feet to move. Everything told me to stop. Everything me saying, nigga, that thing could blow up. Yeah. What me speaking to these people that ran out to the car, they get that thing was smoking, everything telling me, nigga, you good right where you at. Cause that thing will go boom. I got that kind of like they call luck where it blow up when you get there. Everything told me stay where you at. Man, that thing was smoking too. I was saying, all I think that thing gonna blow up. They're like, it's gonna burn. That's even more. Everything still saying stay him. Man, they out there, they get in the door. They done got out the car. They done got him. They got on there and got him, lay on the ground. So I look at one guy. They was like, shoot him. He said, wow. Didn't no lie. Listen, he was slapping the piss out of him. I don't know he walked. He said, wow. Listen. And her shirt, her titty, everything slapping, her titty go, man, listen. Man, it was terrible. Man, he slapped around a little bit. I was saying, what told him to do that? Because I'm thinking, nothing would have told me to do that. Listen, boy, he laid about 5 good ones on him. He said, bam! They were nice. I would call the streets, you could hear. And the people just stand around like this. This is what happened. Nothing told me to go there. That was more saying, titty floppy, you need to stop him over there. There's too much going on. But see, like I said, everything told me to stay well. I got a couple of pictures. I was trying to get a titty. I said, get these people something happen. I ain't want them titties in there. I just get there and I said, woo. And them been my titties. I'm white. I'd have caught them pictures. I'd have kept them later on. Ain't that right? Y'all all right? Put them on my phone. Then on your phone, Facebook. Y'all all right? Them been mine though. That been them. They'll be somewhere. Put them on your phone or something like that for later. Don't y'all be trying that, married people that trying to steal my stuff. Unless you send me $5 in a sealed envelope. Or just better yet, just put it in my pocket. But I just tell you, I'm so sick and tired of white folks with their system, with their foolishness. I'm sick of this stuff. Y'all ain't sick of this system, how that people treat us? Oh no. I might get that picture though. Get my phone let on. Turn on. Let's do it for fun. Some of y'all, how many of y'all think about trying to raise your hand? If you trying to get in the mail, how many of y'all trying to get in the mail? Cool. I know I wasn't the only one thinking about it. Rod, I know good and well you're a titty freak. I know good and well. No, that joke was over, bed, Fred. No, good and well. How many of y'all know I for a rip that Rod a titty freak? Look at these hands right here, Rod. Look at these folks. You can't get these folks. No, there's no way to get around it. That joke be looking serious. No, good and well that man. I'll watch that joker. At least we honest though. You can't get in no lie, you can't. Gotta be honest, ain't that right? Gotta be born again. We don't gotta win to go see what thus said Mr. Yahuwah. But I'm telling y'all, I'm still working. If I had to work alone for the protection, the welfare, and the self-preservation of our people. That's all I believe. We gotta establish our own. We can't continue to send these people and let these people rule us. They're not honest, they're not fair. I watch when white people talking about make America great. I'm saying make Negroes great again. Every timeline they give me when America was great, I was under. So the only way you saying you were great when I was under, what did that tell me? What are you saying that you didn't say that you did say? Let's put these niggas back where they belong. Y'all don't know. These subliminal messages they send. Tell them to give you the date and time period of when America was great and tell me where were you and what you were doing at that time period. See, wasn't it segregation? See, wasn't it discrimination? See, when it was incarcerated and you didn't have no right. That's when America was great. That's in a white man's vision. The me America great when America down, I'm on top. So I'm the same way you saying. I want America back where she was before too. Isn't that right? Before you came and took and captured my people, before you oppressed my people. But see, you can't talk like that. When white people ask you, say, what that mean? They say, that don't mean nothing. I mean, I'm just saying make America great. I'm saying make the Negro great again. And ask me what that means. That means when a white face wasn't ruling over us. When a white face wasn't governing over us. When a white face wasn't medicating us. When a white face wasn't educating us. I said make the Negro great again. I'm going to get me a shirt, start the movement, make Negroes great again. Get a hat. I mean, we were going to wrinkle it at the top like them crackers. They don't even iron it. I want a wrinkle head at the top. Isn't that right? Just a wrinkle head, just lay it over to the side. Isn't that right? They said, what that means? So what your head mean? What yours mean? So mine mean the opposite of yours. Why y'all scared? We got to get over here and scare these folks. White people insult you, it don't even faze it. Listen, if it they say pun intended, whatever, then however you take it. But I assure you, me being great again is not going to allow you to be no rule over me. I can be flat-footed and tell them that, listen, there is nothing we have to apologize for. There's nothing we have to explain to white people other than you're fine as long as you don't rule and you don't have any type of dominion over us. That's what I'm telling them. Tell them, let me do to you what you did to me then. Let me do it for 400 years and then I say I'm sorry. Tell them, let me do it to your mama, your dad, and your sister, and all your kids. And I'll apologize. And I'll write. As a matter of fact, I'll put it on a TV show when it's going off and let it go off in the credits saying, I apologize. It go like that. I saw and it going on like that. And you want to see it again, T-boy. Y'all, that's how white people apologize. Y'all see it y'all don't see no commercial white people coming to apologize for what they've done. That was that time in history. Well, this is the time now that's going to make history when I'm telling you no more rule over us. What's wrong with y'all? But see, y'all know what happened with a lot of y'all. That's that work and that job stuff. That security from them jobs, it hurts you, man. That thing hurts you. It's stuff you can't say to people. And you know, it ain't even about killing them or wiping, you know, somebody, oh, kill white people. They gotta kill white people, exterminate nobody. Leave them where they at. I just don't want your old men. I don't care about no cracker with no sheet on. Take that sheet, cut all the holes you want in it. Just don't bring it in my yard. Don't block my driveway. I run sheets over. I don't believe in ghostesses. Isn't that right? I don't play ghosts. So long as you want to wear them, write all the nigga you want to where you want to. As long as you ain't in front of my house, my yard, you help yourself. And you're in front of my car don't know no better. That's just being honest. You take that stuff somewhere else. That's all we tell. Let white folk be white folk. Let them do what they doing. We ain't got to exterminate no white people in order for the have what we got to have. White people didn't have to exterminate you to do what they did. They just tricked you, and you just willingly ignorant to stuff, and you succumb to stuff, and you got a short-term memory, and you still won't remember, and I tell you about it. Yeah. You don't even know when you ought to be pissed with them. Right. You ought to be pissed with a sister that had put you in the situation you're currently in. The average our people together, a bunch of us together, we ain't got no chance. I'm so irritated. I see stuff, African nation gonna meet with Americans about some for Africa. I don't know what it is. I told them, for man, you know, I tweet back. They don't say nothing. I say something. I'm pissed with them too. They sold us out. You know what I don't do? I like a lot of these preachers. I don't say it. I don't let politicians come in here and dance around you and sell you their lies and promises and put these people up. Take out the backs of my people and make sure my people can't eat and can't have supplies and take care of their family. I just don't believe in that. These guys will sell you out. They know better than the people sold us out in the slave trade. The average so-called Negro preacher is the worst headache, the worst sickness we ever inherited. These people are sick. And them that sell us the whole indoctrination these people believe is just a part of the whole sick plan. And we gotta wake up from this mad these white people give them. Our kids are in danger. I know you let your kids go where they can go to school with them and play with them. Your kids ain't one of them. That ain't nothing new. Listen, during slavery, y'all don't know it. See, white people, let me see for a minute. How old are you? Come on, 8. You kind of short for you. When I was 8, I was about like that. Don't worry about it. Don't let that stop you. You still got time, okay? How tall you should be at 8? How tall you feel like you ought to be? Raise your hand up. Show me how high. Stop dreaming. You right down. Don't worry. I'm messing out. I'm messing with. But typically his size, a little smaller than him. By him, this one white folk cut y'all. See, they'll let black and white kids. They ain't nothing new what black and white kid playing. Y'all get excited because your kid go to school. Your kid come say he got a white friend. Nigga, your kid's still a nigga, okay, in the eye. Usually right about him, a little shorter than him about right here. Then when you want to cut it off, because they start separating it, because they start letting them know, see, one day you'll be his boss, he'll be your employee. You know what? They start breaking, because what they start trying to do at that point, they need to start separating, because they got to get it. It's kind of like what you do with a dog when you want to train a dog to fight. You don't want the dog playing with the other dog. You need to separate them. You need to get that dog vicious, so soon that dog get in contact with the other dog, they go to fight. Them dogs start playing relationship, ain't no fight. So you want to pull them kids away at a certain age so you can start indoctrinizing them. I'm going to indoctrinate him about when you get up and you grow up, you know what you want to get? A job. You want to try to get a job and you want to be honest. And always come to white people, you need help. So you start them in elementary, you give them a little coloring book, white people, white kids, show them white police, white ambulance. Ain't going to be no black ambulance driver. Ain't no black. That's a white police going to shoot you. The black one going to beat the brakes off you. So you start indoctrinating them. Then you get the white kid. You start teaching the white kid. He's going to be the ambulance driver. He's going to be He's going to be the pharmacist. He's going to be the doctor. He's going to be the police. He's going to be the governor. He's going to be the president. This is outside of his reach. He need to be thinking about mechanics, janitor. You know, janitors make a lot of money if they work 17 jobs. You know that? You want to be a janitor? You get this sweep and have fun. Do like that. Do like this. Do like this. See? You got it. You natural janitor. See, you don't do that with a white kid. You know we don't want you. I'm just showing you how they program. See, y'all don't realize how dangerous government schools are. Y'all know, y'all grew up. Did they show y'all about you being president? Did they teach you about being doctor? You being president, or try to even give you that kind of mindset for that? No, they don't teach you no stuff like that. That stuff, that's fetish. Don't even waste your time. That's fine. You ain't going to be no janitor because we got a future. See, we don't do like white people. We already got your future planned out. Yeah. All these kids, see, that's what, y'all know they're growing. How many they put in your mind about being a doctor when you was in school? elementary, middle school. Middle school? Yeah, it won't be no lie. Well, they'll teach it to you, ladies, because they'll try to get a black woman before they'll do us. That makes sense. See, none of the guys. So I got to answer for everything they got, though. That's fine. For the so-called black male, they don't talk about no stuff like that. Get a nigga football or basketball, make a nigga run. Yeah, you better ask something, you know what I'm saying, be in somebody's cage. Ain't that right? Performing for crackers, making labels and shoes money. Listen, Nike, Adidas, all them been out of business if a nigga would have left that stuff alone. Them white boys ain't sold nothing. When we was Stan Smith, we didn't even know he was white. Stan Smith was a tennis player. That nigga ain't nobody. He ain't no Arthur Ashe. Them shoes should have been Arthur Ashe shoes. Y'all remember Stan Smith? He was a tennis player. Well, them crackers would have had nothing. They put a nigga in them shoes. That's how you got them sold. Patrick Ewing say Adidas. Ewing came out with Adidas. Put them back on Chuck Taylor. Them Chuck Taylor, Dr. J put them on. Them cracker shoes would have won, them Converse would have went on them All-Stars. Dr. J pulled them crackers out of there. Chuck Taylor, they pulled them crackers out. Michael Jordan pulled Nike out. Nigga so stupid, man. We sit here and make all these crackers this money. They use us. No matter how much money a nigga got, don't you know the cracker got more? You a nigga gonna never break even. Sharecropping taught you that. Nigga ain't finna go home with no 2 bags of peas. Nigga, you think I split my field with you? Hell, they're crying about a nigga make $145 million contract in 6 years. How much you think I made in 6 years? And I gave you $175. What do you think I made off you, nigga? And I go, ooh, good, googity moogity. And like you graded off of Fred Sanford. He ain't gonna never make nowhere near what these crackers gonna make. Sharecropping should have taught you that. Stop getting excited when white folk gonna give you a check. I try to teach y'all to get your own. I don't go at no white man for nothing. I don't at no white man for nothing. I just don't do it. I'd rather not do it. I done seen that, I've been there, I done that. I don't want to do it, because when I do, he gonna make me owe him something. I like to keep my behind hold tight. You want to keep your behind hold tight. Stay out their face. You can do business with them. You can be friends with them, but you got to learn, always make sure you keep your place. My dad used to teach me that. Learn how to keep your place. So a lot of folks ain't going to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to keep your place. You want to always be respected as a man. I'm telling you now, I've seen it too many times. They cross you now. If you don't know how to carry on as a man and start setting your own way up, they ain't going to do it for this system not designed for you. They build prisons. What grade you in? 8th, 2nd grade? Going to the 3rd. Y'all didn't know at 3rd grade, you know they building more prisons. Your grade level just caused another prison to get built. When a Negro child, male child reaches the 3rd grade is when they start building a prison. They use the prison system off of y'all. Which means you don't build a prison system out, that means I need to educate you to go to jail. That means I got to make chances for you to go to jail. See, white people, the chance of white folk going to jail, almost slim and none. White boy, white woman go to jail, come out, still be clean. You get a misdemeanor on your record, it's going to be jobs you can't get. You get an arrest on your record and you get off and don't get a conviction, you still going to have to put on that paper. It used to be when I was coming on first, have you ever been convicted of a crime, a felony? Then it came down to misdemeanor. Then it came down, have you ever been arrested? And then you got to explain why. See, all this is used to keep you out from opportunity. See, they want you to fight, and then it's the psychosis of making you fight to be a slave. A job ain't nothing but a slave. That's all you got a job, you're a slave. So I try to get y'all to get that mind of being a slave. I know jobs got fear. Jobs got fear come with them. I know they got them. You be late too many times, you miss too many days, you can be let go. That's how master got you. So I want to get us to work together where we can get outside of master system and we'll establish our own system. No, everybody ain't going to be able to work for themselves, but you ought to at least be able to work for somebody fair. And you need to be able to work for somebody where you got an opportunity, where you at least have an opportunity put up and be able to create from now or be able to set yourself up. I know a lot of them don't want to hear it because they're going to still have that mind no matter what you tell them. You still going to, you still succumb to the slave, the abuse, the years of your family done it, then you follow the same cycle. Now, how many of y'all family here worked a job and came up from a job? Yours worked the job, came up from, somebody in your family worked the job and came up from a job? See that? You hear her answer? She said, I guess it depends on how you look at it. Come up. She may say from a job. How many, you said yours too? You know somebody worked a job, came up? What about the rest of y'all? 2, 3? That's not enough. I call that chance. That's called chance. See, anytime you got anything, baby, it's always a chance. You either got a 50-50, a 20-80, a 70-30, or a 90-10, or a 90-91. They even tell you that when you go to Vegas, when you get there, what's my odds? That's what y'all dealing with. Your odds, we just looked at, we're looking at 90-73. The odds ain't stacked in my favor, they stacked more against me. What if I ain't one of the 3? You see what I'm saying? That's what I try to get people to see. But I'm sure at the length of time she been able to make that, if white folk walk right into it where she at. After years of man. I already know their story. I ain't even got to, listen, I guarantee she ain't walking and making no 6-figure dish. She did. Okay, now we off again. We got some more stuff going on. Do your aunt like white people? That, I knew it was something. No. But no. Retired military. That helped her. Yeah, I'm saying she had to use all that to get there. White folk, listen, white folk walk right out of high school and get these little piss-handed jobs that we be fighting and struggling for a degree and get that kind of money. She got to walk out military, no doubt, black female, use all these other gender qualifying positions to help her walk in. So a company say, you know what, give it to her. So this how they get you. White company got to get one black female, give her a good pay. This will say him, we're not racist. One black woman made 6 figures will cover every nigga in there making 20-something, 13,000, 28,000, 30. That's all you need in one of us. It's never a quorum of us. It's never a large amount of us doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's just the system not set up for us to make it. If people want a job, listen, if some people got a job, make good money. But when you look at the average of time it takes us to make it versus a white, they walk right into it. Chances afforded to when you white, chances afforded. College is given to them. Schools are lying fake numbers for you. Listen, all of that used just like they got Oklahoma, the Sooners. Sooner or later, white folk gonna get caught in a lie. That's what Sooner stand for. Sooner or later, they gonna get caught lying. Ain't that new? That show you how I'm gonna beat somebody who create their own numbers, who print their own money, who write their own books, who put aside, got their own newspaper, who had all their own news stations. Please tell me, how am I going to win? They have all of their own, their own president, their own senate, their own Congress, their own judge, their own police officer. Own lawyer. How do I have a chance? Colin Powell, the high-ranking nigga they ain't seen. You tell me ain't no nigga done been in the military, done acquired and just as smart and just the equivalent, not even better intelligent than Colin Powell had. Yes, sir. That's where it go. One joint chief of staff black nigga. That's all you had, one. You tell me we ain't had no more. Because white folk can always throw them back in your face and say, what about Colin? They'll give you the one, Clarence Thomas. What about Clarence Thomas? Clarence Thomas sold out. He married one of the Bush's niece. That's how you get them positions. That's how you get there. And they fitted him in. Because you know what? Clarence Thomas do a nigga more hurt than anybody you seen. He more dangerous. He get a gun, he'll snatch out a Ku Klux Klan hand and kill you first. Ku Klux Klan be finna repent and give you a chance. Clarence blow your brains out. She had to sit on that seat. Still ain't made Chief Justice. Man been there 972 years. Ain't made Chief Justice yet. I'll be throwing cases. Out of the whole time he been, the nigga just made his first comment the whole time he on the case. The whole time he been on the bench, he just commented and asked a question on his first case. That tell you, nigga, you heard of peace be still. That nigga there, he the picture for it. Because that's what they do. Listen, don't ever get impressed when white folks throw 1, 2, 5, 6, 12 so-called Negroes in your face. That's not enough. They have too many whites that's going to outnumber them. Go tell some white folks sit around, tell them, say, how many people in your family make 6 figures? Man, I'll bust out laughing at you. You look retarded. All white people need is opportunity, listen, just to be born. That's all they have to do, be born. That's part of the fight right there. Opportunity, listen, when you got this, what you have to fight to get, a nigga with $100 in his pocket is equivalent to a white man with 20,000. It's hard for a nigga to get $100. Because it's always they got something. It is, listen, little stuff we got now. You got to look at how much chance and opportunity you have to get it. How much harder you have to work to get it, and it's not fair. It's not fair. You'll be beat down, burned out, tired, long before a white person will. White people tell the men they go to job, they'll tell them they're not doing it. I don't care how bad the job market gets, white people tell them white people to quit. Nigga, the only one said that, hold on for a minute, I can owe him a little while. That nigga look like he a bat, he done pull so many butt cheek out so. It's some wind, get out that nigga, you know this song be? I believe I can fly. It's a dad go with that. Nigga be flying, man, I'm telling you. Y'all, man, y'all bad. So y'all can prove these people y'all love them. Y'all do some stuff. Why white people, how many of y'all work with white people on your job? How many of them white people y'all heard them tell y'all they scared? They scared for their job. They worry about getting fired. They worry about not having nowhere to go. How many of y'all work with niggas on the same job? How many of them niggas around there be job scared? Y'all don't know no job scared niggas. I know y'all do because y'all be them. Y'all be the part of them. All the niggas on them job scared. All the niggas praying, all prayer warriors. You know, lunch, all of us gonna go to our car and just pray for the nation, pray for our job. White folks don't go time. White folks go to their car, they finna pop a pill, listen to some music, call their sister, tell they love her, and don't sleep with none of the men that he get home to. The white folks don't worry. The stuff y'all worry about, that's not stuff white people worry about. Don't get me wrong, the poor whites have to do, there are some of them people, don't get me wrong, there are some of them people that's not on their hierarchy level, because white people discriminate against white people too. They discriminate against their own too. Why y'all think them people go to England? They need the queen to sign off on them. The queen is a true blue blood. Most of these people don't know stuff like that terminology. See, what a blue blood is, that's when you whiter than white. When you go to Europe, those people don't you don't see video they show y'all them people laying over no tanning beds. People don't put that junk, they don't do that because it's not a blue blood. A blue blood is your skin is so white you can see the blue veins. That's a true blue. The queen, you don't see pictures with her outside much. That white hoe sit right there and she be up on that thing panicking and be worried about that thing tying her up and drawing up her fangs. She be trying to get back a door. She old and decrepit. She like this, it's killing me. There's a dad go with that too. I'm trying to tell you. The queen in bad shape, man. So that's why Donald Trump had to go there. That's why he had to take that little orange body over there. They didn't sign off on him. I'm trying to tell you. They had to go there. The queen got to sign off on these people. They got to go see her. She a true blue blood. Amen. Them folk pride is the white skin. White people came here and got around her, then they want to lay out here and getting these little black smoking machines. White people don't, that's why they eat medium rare. They don't even eat that stuff raw. Flip it one side, then give it to me. They don't want nothing black but a dog. A dog and free nigga work. They get y'all a lot of stuff. Y'all be sitting around here, they don't know, they discriminate against a lot of these people. These white folk fight to be like them.
That's true.
They don't even they fight to be like them. The queen don't let, you don't see none of them folks in front, you don't see none of them leaders show you no nice tan skin. No. Them people whiter than white than white. Their pride is their blue blood. You just don't know no better. See, I had to come teach y'all all this stuff you don't know. Because preachers don't care nothing about you. These teachers and educators don't care nothing about you. These people, listen, there's money made off of your stupidity. What you don't know pays. Because it keeps you working in a system. I'm trying to get you to break away from this system and to create your own system that benefits you. Then you have to collaborate with some people that's going to work for your self-interest. Self. America is about self, white kids, white women, white men. America is about self, not about you. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, he done told you, God shared his grace on them. That's their white God.
That's right.
That's their Greek philosophy. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't for you. Huh? I don't know why y'all, this stuff not for you. Y'all don't want to hear that though. You don't want to hear that. Well, we're going to try to move on. We'll look and see what the Thus said Mr. Yahuwah. I had a talk with a bookkeeper today. I had to give her some little enlightening. I'm trying to explain to her about Christians and niggas and all that. She said, but all Christians not bad. I said, there you go trying to separate. The man makes a fool. Like I let her read. I couldn't pull up where she could hear the word nigga out of her. She looked and she said, that's a nigger. I said, that's it? He calls you nigga in your book. She said, he said, that's a black Christian. I said, that's you. Why you think white people tell you a black nigger? He's telling you are a black Christian. I said, y'all, you don't want to take it. She's still trying to look at the good Christian and what Christian really mean. And Christian, I said, none of it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. He tells you things to belittle you. I say you got to look at everybody who's working for the interest of keeping you dumb. These preachers work to keep the people dumb. Long as you paying and you ain't being educated, look at the school system. You're paying a system to dumb your kids down. Come on, folks. Well, I can't be no playing there. What I'm going to tell you, go shove a book in your face and start praying. Start crying. Deliverance. You can't get delivered from a white man religion. It's for white people. I remember we were growing up, they had a shirt we won't wear them. We said, that's a white boy shirt. You couldn't go to, man, them squirrels all around, them circles all around your clothes. We were like, man, you couldn't wear it, man, you go, because you know, amazing, we used to know that. We said, that was a white boy. You went to church, you be like, I can't wear that. White people wear that. It was just certain stuff. You say, little white kids, we say, I can't wear that. Because you even knew that they would discriminate that certain code favors certain people. Why wouldn't you think that certain education favors certain people? Opportunity favors certain people. Incarceration favors certain people. Drug abuse, it favors certain people in certain communities. White people put drugs in your neighborhood and came to your neighborhoods to buy them. White people will use just as many drugs you are, they just don't want it seen in their neighborhoods. Because they need to make it look like it's favoring you and you are the only person that's on the narcotics. All these laws about opiates, it's about white people. Niggas ain't pill poppers. That ain't our gig. Them white folks stuff. You catch these kids popping pills, you got that stuff from white people. That's not our stuff. Acid. Niggas don't use no acid. That white folks stuff. LSD. Angel dust, they were white folk drugs. You know how niggas got on that stuff and smoking crack? When we went to Hollywood, California turned on the free bases. God, them hippies, them crackers, they put our people on that stuff in California. Our people know about smoking no rock, cooking up no cocaine. We got that stuff from white people. Our niggas got on heroin from Vietnam. They don't know nothing about it, though. Our people got on heroin from Vietnam. They put our people in the jungle. That's what they did. These crackers protected Laos. When they was in Vietnam, the biggest crisis they had was in Laos. Most of y'all folks don't know what Laos was doing. Right on the other side. Johnson don't protecting the opiate. Them crackers, listen, them crackers had them niggas in Vietnam. Y'all gonna let me get away with this? Y'all gonna check behind me. Y'all don't even know nothing. How many of y'all hadn't heard the word Laos? Asian. That's what they did. Listen, the cracker dropped all them niggas off, put all them folks sitting down there in Vietnam, and they were protecting the drug. They had so much drug going through Laos. The CIA they were moving drugs in Laos, and they were faking the war in Vietnam. That's why they weren't worried about winning no Vietnam. Kennedy told y'all about it. He said they fight. Listen, them crackers move so much drug through that. Check out and see what I know what I'm talking about. Most of y'all don't know no better. Don't worry about it. Why would you know? What school was going to educate you about Laos? You shouldn't even know nothing about no Vietnam. You don't know about Laos. It was right on the other side. So they were running camps over there. Then them folks moving so many drugs out, them folks were wiping folks out. And they had the whole world stuck on Vietnam. Them folks flew so much drugs out, it's ridiculous. Ran it right on here and messed up their own people with it. And put it on the streets and mess you up. Talking about no war on drugs. The crackers always been warring on us with drugs. How you think they got us mind-bottled and defeat us to come and do what they do? If we had any sense that nowhere in the world we'll sit and nobody keep whooping your behind. You can't come knock on every day. First I come, I beat your behind. That day come, what time is it? What time is it? That day. Beat your behind. Keep coming the same time. Eventually you're going to cut that foolishness out. But if I keep you on drugs, if I keep you on bad meds, if I keep you on bad religion, if I keep you in a bad neighborhood, you're going to miss it. It's the same timeline. These crackers ain't never changed nothing. Come on, for at some point you say, listen, this time when you knock, I'm going to meet you at the door. When you go to do that, the door, you in. My people too high. My people too job scared to say what I'm doing. They need people work. I know it's a fear. Yo, man, what I'm going to do? If I ain't work, I can't feed my family. You working, you can't feed them. You working, you borrowing from me. You working there, you borrowing. Then you using cards and you faking. He creating more debts. It causing more problems in your family. This stuff is a product of breaking a home. A home can't take but so much stress. It ain't going to take but so much stress for somebody to crumble. Come on, man, I'm trying. A family with a heart, with a job, just a matter of time. Overtime cut out. Regular, mandatory days off. Kids getting bigger. Project, they need stuff for school. Field trips. More clothes. Man, it ain't gonna be long for I know I'm gonna break it. And you know the white man said, man, I don't know what's wrong with y'all niggas. Opportunities out here, jobs everywhere. You know their problem, niggas won't work. That's how I got you. It's a psychosis he used on you. He got all kind of welfare benefits and programs for other people. He just don't have it for you. So what I'm proposing is a system that'll favor you. A system that'll favor you. Man, they came up with insurance. It was just flat and plain. You sold insurance. Years ago when your mother and them and y'all parents were coming up, you just had whole life. Straight life. They used to call it straight life. One whole, they young folk, they don't know, y'all may want to call straight life. That's it. You get it. They first come out, niggas were getting $1,500 policies. $3,000 policies. That luxurious. Then niggas start getting $10,000 policies. This like, whew, you need folk to die. What, 10 grand due to some niggas? Nothing. Then these policies were all, these are not policies they offer to white people. White people had a la carte policy. Term life wasn't that, that's new to niggas. They started showing, because they were trying to cater, look at how many different ways white people could make it from insurance. They had insurance, listen, insurance had been out as long as slavery. Most of y'all niggas don't know, because they insured slaves, which meant when I cut your leg off your hand, we didn't realize, and then you know what's amazing? Your policy has dismemberment benefits. So if I took, hypothetically, my black slave woman and I cut her hand off, this means she's in art and she's going to be limited. Is it possible that I could have been drawing money from cutting her hand off? Term life. This was set up in case a cracker died before his whole life policy kicked out at a cheaper rate. And this would allow him to say, if I die during the period of my house, before my house had paid off, before my kids can go into college, this policy paid and I still got the whole life policy. So now my wife take the whole life policy, that's in her pocket. She take this policy I took out, this paid for college, this one paid for paying the house off. So now they have no debt, pocket full of money. That's opportunity. That's how the white man came here. He did not come here willingly. They gave the cracker free property. They gave the cracker money. There's not one cracker that hit this land can give me no story or pull up your bootstrap. It did not happen. It never happened. He came because they gave him land. Man, sit in line, these crackers up and tell him to ride and stick stakes in the ground. Why ain't get my ride? You imagine you ride, stick your stake and ride it before you stick your stake. That's your land? Don't use no bootstraps on me. You insult my intelligence. Then others that wouldn't come, they offer them land and money. Can you imagine? I'll take you, let's come. I'm going to give you land and give you money. How couldn't you? Why would you fail? But what was the psychosis when you heard the story of me tell you that my great-great-grandfather came here with Who heard my story? I heard it. Who heard my story? What they came here with? And got all this. This was to insult your intelligence. This was to make you to believe, Leon, that you with nothing could do all of this if you wasn't a lazy nigga. Because my poor immigrant family came. They're right poor, but they were given stuff. These white people ain't hit no ground and jumped up, running, created, made nothing. That's a lie. I'm talking for the one they flaunt in our face. I don't know why I talk about this stuff. Yeah, tiring. I'm tired of my people being dumb. Just being dumb. These people make money off of us being dumb. Oh my goodness. Woo! How does it happen? Putting Trump in our face was an insult. Just insulted us. They put the dumbest, oranges, retarded, weird as hell do they got. I'd rather put the village people in there. Put the Kiss band in there, Rick James or somebody. This cracker here, the reason why the dodo bird is extinct today. The dodo bird could have got 5 more years of life. One for this cracker. We're in bad shape. Bad shape. You don't even realize some stuff they put in your face ought to make you angry. It ought to make you angry. That man says to insult you. That man reads on a preschool level. At best. Man makes up his own university. I don't even eat McDonald's. I'd rather go to Burger University. Be smart than that cracker. They insult you. But I'm here to try to wake your intelligence. All right, we're going to let them sound the shofar so we can move. I got to get out of here. Oh, they get me so angry. These crackers make me angry! Go on. I hope Malcolm ain't got on that crack. That's Bilal. Eternal Kudash Abba. In the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach, we palau, which is pray before your Kudash Shem, which is your name. Asking for your Rekam, which is your mercy, to be upon us. Ask you to instruct us in the way of Kai, which is life. Ask you to purify us withal by your Dabarim, which is your words. Asking you to search us and try us to see if there be any wicked ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the way everlasting. Let the bar of our mouth, let the meditation of our lob, which is our heart, be accepted in your sight. We palau according to the berith that you Shabbat, which is the covenant that you sworn to Abraham, Yitzchak, Jacob, the Yahudim, Yasharal, and always Zakah, which is remember the way of Yah. Keeping us from the present Rasha, which is the evil. Asking you to anoint us with your Ruach HaKadosh, which is the spirit of separation. Calling us into a mindset that we might know, that we might be taught and instructed into your eternal way. Asking you to barak your Ra'ah, your Mala'aki, which is your shepherds and your messengers, and every Malkum, which is placed, that we might be endowed with your knowledge, that we might be endowed with your Ahab, which is your love, that we might have a care for your foe, which is your Adah. Ask you to remember those watching in, those that are going astray, and those taken from us, those going through and those suffering. Ask you to barak the Drahan, Mishpachah, to keep them. We say Hadu for being a barak to Akuth Bastik. And there's so many others. We ask you to strengthen and keep and bring recover. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we palau that you take full control, that you get the kabod, which is the glory. You get the kabod, which is the honor. In the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach, we palau. Let us all say, Amen. All right, talk with y'all a little bit before we get out of here. Woo, ain't he all right? I get so angry when I look at where our people at. We're in bad shape, people. Mike sent me a, okay. Mike sent me a picture that way he put in a text thread. He found a new smorgasbord. They got dessert, ice cream, everything in there. Over the head, it's called Ryan's. You know he can't see. He don't know it's Ryan's. Right? You have to just kind of work with him. But look at the book of Romans. I got a lot of basic. Work with them a little bit. They're trying to get it situated. They had some problem with live streaming. So they're trying to get that worked out. All right. That's for Sarah, because I know Riley a freak. She helped make him a freak. So, all right. All right, listen to the book. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
See that? For whatsoever things are written aforetime was written for our learning,
that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
That's what I'm talking about. That's true, too. Let's look at something. Because we just kind of look at just kind of how things work. Let's see. Let's just kind of look, I don't know. Romans. Make it Acts of the Apostles. Acts chapter 19. Let's see what 19, why does 19 come to my mind? 19:11 say. Listen to the book.
Which one you want first?
Acts. I'll come back and get. This would do Yahuwah permit. Listen to the book.
Then Elohim wrought special miracles by the hands of Shaul,
Yeah.
so that from his basar were brought unto the sick handkerchiefs of aprons, and diseases departed from them, and the Rasha Ruach went out of them. Then certain of the
And the
vagabond,
evil spirits, that's right. They don't know the word. That spirit is not a word we use. The actual word is ruach. Ruach. All right. Listen.
then certain of the vagabond Yahudim exorcists took upon them to call over them which had Rasha Ruach, the Shem of the Adon Yahusha, saying, We adjure you by Yahusha whom Shaul preacheth. And there were 7 Beni
It's like
of
he kind of basic. Like that too much. Y'all still adjusting it. Go ahead.
And
ahead.
there were 7 Beni of one Sakva, a Yahudi, and Rosh of the Kohanim, which did so. And the Rasha Ruach answered and said, Yahusha I know, and Shaul I know, but who are ye?
Yeah.
And the Ish in whom the Rasha Ruach was leaped on them, and overcame them, and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of the house, naked and wounded. And this was known to all the Yahudim and Greeks also dwelling at Ephesus, and fear fell on them all, and the Shem of the Adon Yahusha was magnified. And many that believed came and confessed and shewed their deeds. Many of them also, which used curious arts, brought their books together
And then what?
and burned them before all Anashim.
You see that? Many people that practice all these different arts, they took these books and they started to burn them. Listen,
And they counted the price of them, and found it 50,000 pieces of silver.
50,000 pieces of silver. That's a lot of money. To show you people pay for this stuff. Oh, they know what they're doing. That's amazing. Start adding up how much money you spend on them college books you got. You take all that junk and burn it. That's all this stuff ain't nothing but curious art. That's all they doing, teach you to work witchcraft. And magic, you come out giving to charities. You come out doing all kind of different evil works. A lot of it come in behind these colleges. Anytime you involve the Greeks and Mitzrayim, they call the Egyptians, these people known for these books and books of spells and other stuff they put on and conjuring and work and this education system they gave. That's why people so backwards now. Look how many of our people now start talking about going back to Egypt. They're so dumb, they don't even know they need to name the place.
That's right.
They dumb them down. They always trying to go back and get something. They want to find themselves playing with this witchcraft and getting these books of spells.
That's right.
They know they know it. They ain't getting our prison system. You go in there, majority of our people try to escape, going to these, trying to escape because they in fear. They take on Islam.
That's right.
None of our people don't volunteer walking on jail, taking on Islam. You take it on out of fear. They take it on out of survival. There's another form of how they get you down and get you in them curious artworks and books. These folks believe in genies and everything else. They're going to get you every time. They come from these books. So every time my brother got in there and started reading them books and about how to transport your body outside, go outside your body, make your spirit go out to jail and meet people in the air. There's all these books they got.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, listen, the library is the most dangerous place you can go. Library.
Yep.
Isn't that right? That's all they keep them budding and breathing out more of them books that have folk conjuring and doing spells. When these people saw what happened and saw how them Ruach spirit came out and jumped on them men, how they ran out wounded and naked, those people feared. That was the purpose of Yahuwah letting them see that they feared. They saw how they did it, were playing with their exorcism. Amazing. Y'all sit around watch these movies about exorcists. Yep. Crackers put it in your face years ago. I still a little loud. Remember the exorcist? I watched going to the exorcist movie so hot. Then they moved it over and went to Damien, little possessed white boy.
Yeah.
I remember the exorcist came out,
Yeah.
and yet they taught it. They taught it us through the movie.
Yep.
Hell, I think these folks, so all them folks doing is curious works and art, and they coming through these books. This book you read that you call the Bible is a major part of what have put our people and indigenized our people. This book is a major part and messed our people up because we hadn't had the proper teaching to go along with it. You got to be taught when you playing around with this book. When I'm saying playing around with it, you just pick it up, just think you're going to start reading and praying. All you're going to do is go backwards. Yep. Come on, finish this up.
So mightily grew the Debar of Elohim and prevailed. After these things were ended, Shaul purposed in the Ruach, when he had passed through Macedonia and Achaia, to go to Jerusalem, saying, after I have been there, I must also see Rome.
Why did he say that, y'all?
See Caesar.
That's right. That's your book. Y'all need to pay attention. After he said that, he said he also had to see Rome. Because you go to the 9th chapter, you'll hear the whole conversation where he met Yahushua. Is my mic on? Sound kind of low. But that's the same conversation he had with Yahushua. He told me he was going to bring him before Malachi, which is kings. Only one you had was king. They told you in the 18th chapter of the book of, in the 19th chapter of the book of Yehukanan, they called John, they told you they don't have no king but Caesar. So the only way to see Caesar was to go to Rome. Caesar ruling Rome. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. So this conversation, that's why when you read it, you got to have a teacher, because certain things got to make sense to you. When our people hear it first, they think go to some obscure, see some leaning tower. Push that tower down with them crackers in it. What you going to look at a leaning tower? You supposed to be upright. What the world I'm flying on to go see a building leaning over for? You can't be that stupid. I want to look at something standing. Yahuwah said that which he made were upright. What you going to see something leaning for? All our people is backward enough to spend that kind of money. Sometimes you went to see the leaning tower. Nigga, stand your behind up and stand straight. You know how bad it is when crackers can make money off you with a building cricket? Off of a cricket building. Let's see what he said. Hold it 12 and 9 right quick. Kahalav. They call it Ecclesiastes. The name is Kahalav, which means the lectures or the priest. Kahalav. Let's see who made it. Then we'll come back there and finish that up. "12 and 9. Kahalav. They'll call it Ecclesiastes. That's not the name either. That's white folk rhetoric. They give you those names just to dumb you down. They know you don't know no better. Listen to the book.
And moreover,
Because,
the preacher was wise.
that's right, the Kahalav was wise. Tell them what he did, son.
He still taught the knowledge.
Listen, I take a book that these people done sit up here, they done transgender, and I'm still wise enough I can teach you knowledge with it. And tell them what happened, son.
Yea, he gave tube heed
He gave good heed
and sought out
and sat,
in order
meaning what?
Marshallee.
That's what we said Marshall was. They know Proverbs. They got them little, they showed up, when I learned Proverbs when I was growing up, it was from a cartoon, and they always had some little story with an Asian behind it. That's how they taught them. They made think everything was a proverb, look like it was something came from Asians. It did. Who remember they had a story, they had a proverb at the end of it. It was some little show came on. Hey, would you about as old as I am? Well, you probably a little older than me. I'm a young fella. But she around that age. Because I'm like 4 years younger than her husband. But anyway, they had a little proverb, and they had it going. We didn't know what it was, but we talked about martial aid. We thought it was an adage. And everybody something short and concise, still true. So what he did is start putting things together and making sure they were concise, which means if he had to put them together to make them concise, what were they before that? Out of order. You're exactly right. That's what happened. They gave you this book. They gave you things and timelines and dates and character, and it's out of order. So that's what he tried to tell you the preacher was doing. What sense it made to tell you that the preacher was wise and he still taught the people? Now, why would you say still taught them? Because the people weren't getting knowledge. And that he had to give good heed, which means he had to listen. He had to pay attention. And that he had to salt and sit out, had to seek out. Why would you have to seek if all the books were there? If all the information, why would you be seeking? Why would you be setting something in order that's already in order? That means it was out of order, it was in disarray. This is what they're trying to get you to realize when you sit down and you look at this book. A lot of things are not in order. A lot of conversation they give you don't make sense. And whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, and we through patient comfort of the scripture might have. All right, we'll see if it makes sense. Let's see if it makes sense. And we got to base it off of what they call the first covenant. They call it law, or they use the Old Testament. I don't like that terminology, old. Because anytime something old, that means insignificant.
Right.
We call it the first covenant.
Right.
That's going to make sense because the first is, we know the first, the Rosh, which is the head, or the captain, is the one that's going to inherit first. Right? The first is the one to inherit. So that's what we look at, the first. We look at first, second covenant. Y'all all right? I don't like no Old Testament. I don't like that terminology. Because old means outdated or something superseded it. Nothing superseded this. Right. Y'all hear me? Nothing superseded. Let's see what he says. Pick me up at Jeremiah 6:16 before we finish this up. Let's see if something superseded it. Because they're going to tell me now once he done came, this done away with. The name is Yahu, not Jeremiah. His name means that Yahuwah be exalted. Yahuwah be exalted. Isn't that right? That makes sense because we from Amram, that they call Syria. I just think about how much stuff these crackers never told. Syria never had no significance in my life. Never had any significance. Nobody never told me that Dawood had a city there. They never told me that Solomon had a city there. In Syria? These white people never told. We look at the news and why Syria being bombed. Syria, insurgent fighters in Syria. They don't have that. Syria is a Muslim country. Mm-hmm. Who gave us this concept? The white man is giving it to us. That was to keep us away. How many times y'all seen black people say they going to visit Syria? Because that's where we from. You know, that's how you know these Israelite niggas. Them niggas don't know nothing. That's right. Them nigga, is you real? Because you sound real stupid. Why won't we know to go? What has ever came in us to say to go and visit Syria, which the name is Amram? What has ever caused us to ever say go visit Syria? Them white folks show us Syria on the news getting bombed and blown up. We don't think twice about it. They show us Israel. Some white folk done created and conjured up, and the first thing you do is start crying. You don't even know what you're crying about. Make a fool out of us. That's how he do it. So he told you more because the preacher was wise. He still taught the people knowledge. Yeah, he gave good heed, and he sought out and set in order many martially. He was trying to say, making it concise. Make sure it's getting right to the point because we missed a lot of points. Yeah. Only point we got the point of the bullet the white man been giving us. Yeah. That's the only point we've been catching. We catch that point real quick, too. Yeah. The point of the bullet, you get that every time. Listen to the book. This is Jeremiah, who they call Jeremiah. 6:16. We'll see. This is solidified. If he say I won't use no more what they call, I leave it Old Testament and I leave it alone. Thus said
Yahuwah,
stand where?
ye in the ways.
And do what?
And see.
And ask for what?
The old path.
They're going to tell that what they want me to do. I can't get rid of it. He told me to ask for it. Tell me what else he told me.
Where is the tube way?
He asked me, where's the good way? And what he told me to do.
And walk therein.
And what happened?
Ye shall find rest for your nephesh.
But since I'm a New Testament creature, we don't use the Old Testament no more. Which means I just disobeyed because your New Testament reading just told you that whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for your learning. That we through patient comfort of the scripture might have hope. And he solidified it. This solidified what he just said. for me to stand you in the way and see and ask for the what?
Old paths.
He said, where's the good way? He just told me, where am I find better than this? And when I finally told him, that's all I'm doing is walking in it. That's all I'm doing is walking in it. But what did they say?
But they said,
We New Testament creatures, old things are passed away, behold, all things become new.
we will not walk therein.
What happened?
Also I set watchmen over you.
Saying do what?
Hearken to the sound of the teruah.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to get the people to hearken. Yeah. Isn't that right? That's why he told you right here. It makes sense then at 12 and 9. Kahalah. They call it Ecclesiastes. Moreover,
Because the Kahalath was wise,
what did he do, son?
he still taught the armed
He
knowledge.
still taught the people knowledge. Yea.
He gave tube heed,
And did what?
sought out,
And set
in order,
the what?
many marshally.
I know he had to put them on the first covenant. If he gonna set them in order, he gonna put you right back here. Where's the good way? He put them right back to, well, you gotta go this way. This is the only way right. We gotta come back to it. Listen,
The Kahalath sought to find out acceptable dabarim.
that's why we come back to learning our language. Because we don't realize a lot of things they done taught us with their language, it hasn't been acceptable. That's right. It's not acceptable to me to call the man that saved and delivered me a pig and call him Jesus. Right. Right. It's not acceptable. I don't know, these people, I said, but what about Jesus? I said, what about it? That's why people been in the hellhole we've been because of Jesus.
That's right.
They lied. It ain't even the name. It's a Latin pig. The sus is pig. Why would I call the man a pig? Somebody pull you out of a hole, say, oh, thank you, pig. I'm trying to figure out, seriously? I would have left you where you were at if I knew you were going to call me a pig. The people so dumb, they take something from Latin and they too stupid to know that sus is pig. They don't even, you know what they say? See, that's what you call it. But see to me, because you stupid. You so stupid, you're reading a book that these pastors have put together and they've changed the name. He just told you that the man had to set it in order. Yep. Why would he be setting something in order unless it was in disarray?
That's right.
Why would he be seeking out acceptable word if the word they had were already sufficient?
That's right.
Why would he be looking for acceptable words?
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
Don't make sense.
Unless what they were saying did not meet the standards.
That's right.
They too stupid. All I'm doing to tell you, that's what he said. This is what the writer told you, that the man sought out acceptable words, and that which was written
Was upright.
and I'm going to fly to Perry to see the Leaning Tower. This just sustained or just said here, solidified that you are literally retarded.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to pay somebody to go see a building leaning? Over here it's called condemned. The building condemned if it's leaning. The man just told me that which was written was what?
Upright.
Even what?
Dabarim of a mock.
You know why they'll go see a crooked building? Because it matched their lifestyle.
Yep. That's right.
I'm not impressed. See, you could go see it. If I go, it'd be sin. It'd be sin for me because the man saw that and told me when he saw it, it was upright. So it wouldn't make sense for me to go. See, he just made everything. I try to get you out the world of super stupid. Yeah. See, in the world of super stupid, you don't even realize white people insult your intelligence. That building was a failure. They didn't build it. It fell over because it wasn't set up correctly. It was on a wrong foundation. Why am I going to pay to go and see it?
That's right.
This didn't know the cracker ability that it failed. I'm going to pay him to go look at it and pay him to walk in it. It ought to fall. If I go in, it ought to fall as soon as I get to the top of it. Because that's how much sense I have to have. If your house leaning, how many people going to pay to come look at it? They're going to tell you don't go big. They're going to put a condemn sign on it and tear it down. Same thing they need to do with that tower. White people, only people can get some failure, make money. That shows you they can make money off of failure. And your failure the most. He don't like that, do they? I challenge our people. I just challenge you to question everybody, question everything. Watch everything. I used to, well, that don't necessarily mean, it necessarily mean white people ain't put this together for you to just mess it up. It's been working this long off of our inability to research or limit research. This is how they get you. They give you books, and those books are limited. When you get to the back of it, that's the end of it. You don't have any sense to look any further. Once the white man say something, that's it. That got it. Ain't no other information out there. It means there's no more information at your fingertip. That's other information. White people write and create books. They create this whole fiction. This whole phenomenon of existing creation, they gave it to you. You was a fish, you was a monkey. This is in books. This white man never seen a fish jump up and walk up and turn to no man. This cracker done locked Willie B up for almost 40 years in Atlanta Zoo, 39 years. That thing died a gorilla, came to a gorilla. And you're going to teach it to me and call it evolution. You insult my intelligence. You can cage up a gorilla and let me look at it in the same cage for 39 years. And you tell me evolution was, I was a gorilla. And I kept walking and I turned to a man. Yet you can't find one of these in the jungle. You insult my intelligence. I can't let you do that. I cannot let you do that to me. That man go get fish and put them in an aquarium. I watch fish down the ground and die and mold and change and fly. Not one of them ever turned to a man. Nope. You insult my intelligence.
That's right.
And you tell me this is your hypothesis, your educated guess? Then your education is not even valid. They don't even know when they've been insulted. This is in books. This man take books and make a fool out of you. That's what these people did. When Elohim destroyed these people's wisdom and knowledge, don't you know those people came and burned their books? The same thing they do to us today, the same thing they accuse Hitler of. They faulted Hitler for trying to mind control through books. Most of these people don't know that. That's what they fought him for these books. Hitler wanted everybody to know the same thing. That was their fight for destroying it. They said Hitler was trying to take over the whole world. So what are these crackers trying to do then? What are these crackers trying to do? They got all the kids. Now they got you because they're using tablets with all the same information. So the same thing they accuse Hitler of, they're going to kill Hitler for. These crackers are doing it. They accuse Hitler of genocide of his own people. What have these crackers done to us? These crackers have tried to exterminate us.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll sit here and have D-Day parades and march. This cracker went to see D-Day. I want to know when the Cracker Day coming up. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. These people getting checks, memorialized. Where's our money? Where's our memorial?
That's right.
Nobody else will do this but us.
Yep.
Nobody else would take this but us. Only the Negro is dumb enough to sit here and help these crackers celebrate every cracker day they can come on, every cracker religion they create. Only us. Nobody else would do it. Yep. Go and see in Chinese celebrating their Christmas. Go and see Chinese people over there, Asian people celebrating these cracker holidays. These are their days. These days don't exist with other people.
That's right.
It seems like though we had these days, when you off on a day, people over there look, they're like, it has nothing to do with me.
Right.
That's your lie. They sold you that lie. It doesn't affect anybody else. These crackers, that's why they push their cripple to try to make like the whole world. Santa Claus going over the whole world. The crackers always lying. Crackers always lying, just to make a fool out of you. Anything that dumb our people down, I'm just sick of it. Let's fit the 19th chapter, Acts of the Apostles. What verse we left off at? Acts of the Apostles, chapter 19. What verse?
Verse 20.
Verse 20. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 19, verse 20. These young people, y'all are young right now, so y'all don't know, y'all don't appreciate me yet. Y'all don't know I'm before my time. It probably be another 40 years that I'm gone for our people finally wake up and say, you know what, time to cut it off. I hope it don't take that long. I hope in my lifetime, I'd like to see our people get up and be for the self-preservation of our own people. It'd be nice to tell white people, do me a favor, go and take care of white people. Mm-hmm. We'll take care of ours. Go and take care of the people that are weaker, that don't need your help. Because anytime when you got their security, that shows already how vulnerable you are. See, we need to be able to secure our own future. Tell the white people we don't need it. You can keep it. We don't need it. You can keep it. I'm telling you, we can build. We can make. Listen, you don't need this man paper. All currency is what two people agree to trade on. This is, let me see, make a currency. Expo pen. This is an Expo pen. This is an Expo pen. It's $20,000. Enough of us create this. This is just hypothetical, just give you an idea. We take this and make this black one $20,000. Then we'll start to bring the other one down into different currency. And we'll use this to trade among us for goods and services. If you work, let's say you work 3-4 months, $20,000. And she stacked it up, and then we'll have goods that she can buy in the amounts of $20-some thousand for $5, for $6, for $3, for $2, for $100, for $1,000. And now with this, if she look at, she can buy all these goods and get back change. We give her some more less, so she still has money after she purchases goods. How they do things now, they give you dollars that don't make sense. That don't make sense. You working today. I see our eyes working. Sometimes your eyes get a little exhausted. Sometimes we'll work off our green eyes a hit, and then they'll bounce. I see sometimes here's a shade off. I see the night he hit now. You know that thing hitting now. It's a damn go with that now. It coming. So that's how we set up and we create the system. See, that's what white people did. See, how the system was set up, gold. Let me see something. Can I borrow it for a second? There's a sack of gold. Okay? And I typically pay this out for like probably about 2 months. 2 months of work I pay out that. You've been working for me like, I don't know, about 15 years. Somebody do the months. Give me the math, months. 15 years, 12 months in a year. 2 months is when he get it. So 6 months, 6 times 15. How long have you been working? 15 years? 15 years? How much? 60? 60. So I got to give you 60 of these. What's going to be the problem? Give me the problem. No, I'm going to talk to him. Talk to him. Tell him louder. It's too heavy. Thank you, Carrie. That's the only problem. It's too heavy. This stuff ridiculous. Then you plan on working under 15 years. That's $120. It's bulky. It's stupid. Come here. I want to put that on. Come on, step right there. That's all the gold I owe you. That's 60 pounds of gold right now. How did it? That's pretty light. You're going to work another 30, you're going to work another 15 years. There you go. So they created currency. Yeah. That's only good now. Let me talk for a second. This is only good, Leon. Hold that for a second. Hold on. That's for this, right? I need that back. Let me get that back. That's for that. Because if I got that, this is how we supposed to work. If this is that, okay? First of all, let me pay you, okay? I'm going to pay you, all right? It's heavy, bulky. Do this. Let me just give you this for that, all right? So now this is that. You want to get it back? You want to say you want to get it back. All right. You got that. What you trying to do? Get it back. And you gonna work another 15 years? Another 15. You rather not, you probably, they go there. Did the same thing as this. That's 2 of these. You got them count them for me. That's 1 of these, 2 of these. All right. How many you want to buy back? How many did you want to buy back? If you want to buy these, how many you can buy? How many can you buy? With those right there. How many? 2 of these. Who know the problem is? I ain't getting this, and second, I ain't got the other one. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to be able to take every one of these dollars, and you're supposed to be able to take them and get this. The problem is I don't have it, Leon, which means this is fictional. Yep. This pen has more value than this because you don't have this. That's how the white man dumbs you down. He couldn't be smart on his birthday. It's impossible. It's impossible. I can break it down. You're supposed to be able to take your, the whole purpose of this, Leon, was when I gave you this, this was a note of a promise to pay you this. I don't have this, but I can make it rain. Now, the problem is, you're getting goods. Come on, somebody, some of this. Oh, okay. There you go. With one of those, give me one of those. Yeah, you get this. You got them on? Oh, you get this. So we're trading, now we're trading goods, right? For this. We don't have this. This is not an equation. Which means this whole system we got is fictional. It's fictional. There is no this, Leon. There's only this and goods. I have goods, we don't have gold. So this whole system is fictional. This was only written for this because it was bulky, it was heavy, and there was a promise to give him this. If there's no this, this does not exist. And he's getting goods. Just like you're doing, and how these crackers got you working, you're going to the store, you're getting goods. There's no gold being traded because they don't have it. China has come over here to see them to try to get their gold. There's no gold. They don't have it. So see, you can create your own system.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They go in and they can create a note.
Yeah.
They create a note. Go in and you create a note, write up notes. Only problem you keep writing these notes, I got to keep cutting this down,
Yeah.
which is lessening the value.
Yep.
Because every time I write paper, I got to have this.
Yep.
How many of y'all people don't understand it? This the problem. How many of y'all were not taught this in school? Ask yourself, why weren't you taught this? Why would they teach you about objects, about counting, and never told you about currency? Where were you going to use this great mathematics at? It don't even make sense. How are you sitting in school getting taught numbers, dividing, adding, multiplying, and they didn't teach you about a gold standard system? Because you cannot create this if there's no this. Which means every time I create more notes, I don't create out there, this is going to get smaller and smaller. The only reason I had to tell y'all this, because you're basing your life off of a belief. If every other system around you is a lie, then you're going to have to question the belief.
Right. That's right.
Because you living off of this, baby. You ain't never seen this. You ain't never seen this. You seen this, and you seen plenty of it, but you ain't seen plenty of this. Which means every time I go and I print, this has to be there. Something has to bag this. So if all of us take notes in and say, hey, we need to get the gold for this, and there's no gold, what have we been doing? You've been living a lie. When you die and you leave here, there's no Jesus. You've been living a lie. That's why I tell you, a person can't just run up and shove this book in your face. There's too many things questionable. There's too many things questionable. Why do you think the preacher had to go back and set in order? Because a lot of stuff people been saying, a lot of stuff people been doing, this stuff got to be questioned. Listen, I got to go to the grave with what I believe. I'm believing in a system that when I die, that I'll live again. Based off of science. Not their science, but his science. Huh? The process of how seed works. That it actually gives up its life and has to be covered. And that in that, it reincarnates or is triggered a life again, and it blooms out to produce more than what it was when it was alive, as a seed. I believe that based off science. Everything that I believe, I have to be able to bag from a science. It's called amunah. I could never have faith. You can have faith. If I had it, it'd be sin. White people taught you faith. Substance of things hoped for, evidence of things unseen. How do I understand life except I understand nature based off of the science that Mr. Yahuwah established? Because I'm believing that I'm going to die there based off of what? Because Jesus said it. Does that honestly make sense? 5 senses, see, hear, smell, touch, feel, all these different things. And none of this is a product of faith. Do I smell by faith? Do I see by faith? Do I taste by faith? These all have attributes. It helps me to know and to recognize sight, hearing, sound, touching, feeling. These all help me to recognize. And I'm having to believe something, which is aman, which means it's concrete. A lot of stuff we've been told, they just didn't handle it, we just ran with it. Because it seemed good for the moment. It's not working anymore. It's not work. We can't go with, what about grandma? What about granddaddy? What about me now?
Right, right.
I know better now. I stop the lie now.
Right.
I'm stopping the lie now. Talking about have these kids have their fun. That fun will kill them later. The lie has to stop now. It's got to be concrete. Everything I believe about, I can actually see. It makes sense. He gives me things that I can correlate or relate so I can understand. Let's see something. 1 Corinthians 2:1. 1 Corinthians 2:6. I'm trying to get it. I wanted to finish up Acts of the Apostles, but I don't want a whole nother way. Let's see. See if it's 2 and 5. 1 Corinthians 2 and 5. See what happened to our people? It's just hard. It's just hard. You know, I looked at if I known what I known then, I'd have walked off then, but I needed to know all the dangers and detriments of Christianity. No, listen. Nobody's going to have no conversation about no Christianity. Nobody, you're not going to have it with me. You're not going to walk me down no Christian lane. I know what Christianity, I know the detriment and danger of Christianity. I understand what it was given for. China killed them for it. You ask yourself, why would a country kill you for a religion? Because Christianity, by definition, is a violent religion. It involves drinking and reveling. That's what Christianity is. It's a dangerous religion by itself. If you don't believe it, how do you think you got him? You got him through the means of Christians. God-fearing men and women. That raped you, that hung you, that beat you, and that sold your kid. They were God-fearing people. And they gave it to you, and that's why you're so dangerous to your husbands and to your wives and to your kids, because you're God-fearing people. You don't fear Elohim and all his magnificent. They taught us to be God-fearing. No matter what you do, he forgives you. The Elohim, I tell me, but if I sin willfully, if I come in the knowledge of something, he said, I don't remain no sacrifice for him. The Elohim I serve don't give me no license to commit, the willing to commit no sin. Right. The book told me, shall I sin? Because they con me abound, which is great. He said, Elohim said no. He said, how did we that are dead to it should live any longer in it? Now, they told me that I've been, what they call it? What they do with slavery? What call it? Abolished. That's it. Abolished. The word, it be on the tip of my tongue. Done away with. Gone. You know that there are people still slaves here in America today? Not just by the terms of working jobs. Robert Kraft just got through, arrested, during the Super Bowl in Florida, getting sex from a masseuse that was a slave.
That's right.
In America. That other white men with money go to in Miami, Florida.
Yes, sir. That's right.
These are slaves they import in.
Yep.
These crackers are dangerous. They've never gotten rid of slavery, so you tell me it just popped up on the scene on the grid all of a sudden now. It never left. It was a hoax. It was a hoax when they told they were free. They stayed on the planet. How am I free? Go home to jail and tell the people they're free to go and see how many people stay there. Say, well, I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm just going to stay inside the jail and see if I could shell crop in the jail. Tell me why wouldn't they do it? They've been there 20, 30 years, and you open the door and say, y'all can leave, and they wouldn't stay there. They'll look at our stare at our do whatever I can do before I stay in him. That's the psychosis of Christianity. Before I let you guys make it's just like a dog. Before you let the house, you got to make sure to come back, baby. If some dogs you let go, they'll run away. I make sure that dog know to stay in the yard. I got to be sure that dog will come back at the end of the day. That's when white people decide to say, you were free. See, it worked. You never went anywhere. You learn how to stay in the yard. Come on, man. Come on. See, I just can't play the game of Christianity and just sit here and just play like something magically going to happen. The magic has already happened. They lied to us. Yeah. We've been lied to. Yeah. And we ain't even insulted. I'm just out here. You know what I had to deal with, Rattle? These crowds gonna kill me. But that's all right. You just have to be good with it. Because I'm good with myself. If I can enlighten 1, 2, 5, 6, 12, 100, 1,000, an army of people that will eventually stand on their feet and that will not falter, that will not turn, that will not be persuaded, that won't be altered or deterred another way, then it'd be worth it. All I want to do is see every one of our people have a fair. That's all I want you to have. I don't want you to have nothing. I don't want you to have something that you'll deliberately go and put this, victimize another race of people to the same degree that you've been at. I want you to have a fair opportunity chance. Now, if your fair opportunity chance comes at somebody else's demise, then it just has to happen. It just has to happen. But I just know it can't continue the way it's been going. It just can't continue the way it's been going. We have to deal with a real fear of when you see blue light, this can go bad. I remember growing up, the worst thing you get is a ticket. You worry about your license, your mom and them getting you later on, pissed off, take the car. You don't got it. I never grew up thinking, and I didn't realize it. I could be killed at a traffic stop. Me getting pulled over can end in me getting killed, murdered, and no charges filed because it was just a bad call, but really he can be defended. You can play with tape. They got a man in North Carolina was killed waiting on his son. We watched the video of the man throw the gun on the ground. They come back, they don't put a host on the man's legs. Yeah. The video showed the man throwing the gun down. Pick the gun up, throw the gun back down the white man. They killed the man. How am I on a stakeout to take somebody down and none of us remember to bring out our vest? None of us, we left to go get them and come back. Eyewitnesses tell you I'm sitting here on my banister looking down. The man was reading a book. They just lie for no reason. I'm looking down, the man reading a book. Why has he got a gun reading a book waiting to get his son who he picks up every day off the bus? His elementary kid. And he decides today to shoot it out with the police. They all around your car. You decide to try to get out and shoot the police and you never got a shot off? I'm going to try to shoot the police with an anchor holster. Which means I got to do this. All this is bad. I got shot from up here. You can do that when you own the news, when you have all the video, when these are your people. Because you don't have nobody to cry for you. That's all. Nobody cry for you. Your death go at what? Listen, however they want to say it or play it, that's how you gone. Niggas will get mad, niggas will cut up, tear up something, all in their own neighborhood, and then back to work. They already noticed, listen, by Monday morning, you'll be back at work. There were slaves that protested too. Like, to tell you about Nat Turner is such intelligence. Nat was not a liberator. No. Now, there were plenty of uprisings. There were plenty of slave revolts. Plenty. White people don't want to show you one. They want to show you one they took down. There were plenty that revolted and got away. They show you a story of a man that got stopped. What do you think the psychosis was of that? Don't try it. Just like I stopped him, we'll stop you. And you know what they show you? Your own people going to be the one to tell on you. I'm to believe that a nigga kid ran off and went and got white help. I can see that. I can see that now. Me and these kids, I'm fighting to free these kids from white people that have been raping them and been bushing them and killing their family and starving them and knocking their teeth out their mouth. And these kids say, the God in heaven, and ran in their heart, they say, run, quick, go get some white people and stop this now. This didn't make sense. Am I to believe that some kid ran off who was a victim of slavery to go get white help because he seen white people dying, but he never saw fit to get white help when niggas were dying? Come on, people. I can't do that. It'd be sin for me. He needs you to believe that the reason that there has never been a successful revolt is because you will take you down. Yet they're showing you Trump fighting other white people, not black people. White people will fight white people. White people are against white people. They know how dangerous their children, their mother, their fathers are. But he always shows you the reason you can't do something because you will fight you. He's a liar. I always got to show you that bad image because it keeps you from communicating. It keeps you from coming together. I told you I speak. I see them. I said, how you doing? And they speak back. I used to say, man, you said, nigga ain't speak to me, ain't speak to him. How about both of us got the same mind? How about one be the bigger man and say, how you doing? What's up? That's the how you doing? I get a door holder. He said, appreciate it. Catch the net door for me. Appreciate it. I said, now what if I just went with what he know? Look at no nigga think I'm gay. Nigga might be gay. I ain't got time to be fooling with no nigga, speaking to no nigga. Nigga ain't speak to me. He needs that mindset. Because we start talking, we start communicating. We start exchanging communication or opinions. And we found out, man, you kind of think the same way. That's how he been keeping us divided this long. I'm going to finish this up. 1 Corinthians 2, so I can get out of here. I done messed up. I done it now. Mr. Bill ain't going to like this. Val ain't going to pick no peas anymore. We in bad shape. I didn't say she wasn't going to pick no cotton. I said she wasn't going to pick no beans. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 5, so I can get out of here. Listen to the book.
That your amunah should not stand in the wisdom of Anashim.
See that? Amunah. Now, why would he tell you about your amunah, not faith, or why there's no such word as faith? Amunah. Amunah. Listen.
But in the power of Elohim.
But in the power of Elohim. Listen.
Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect.
See that? Listen what happened.
Yet not the wisdom of this arise.
What happened?
Nor of the Sharim of this arise.
Nor the rulers of this arise. Listen.
That come to naught.
Which come to nothing.
But we speak the wisdom of Elohim.
See, words like mystery is kind of one of the things throw you. He's talking about a hidden truth. Now you got to ask yourself, in this conversation, it somewhat sounds familiar if you kind of remember Kahla 12 and 9. More because the preacher was wise. What was he doing now? But now, Shaul is talking about your amunah not standing in man's defense or how man is structured. Why would he be telling you that? Because if you look, man has fabricated what you believe. He's talking about you not letting your belief toward Elohim or your steadfastness be determined or dictated by Sharim, rulers. Why would rulers want to suppress or govern or control what you believe? I'm just wondering some wild reason. Because that's how you kept slaves. That's how you keep slaves. That's how they kept them in England. They kept them under the suppression, under the belief that there was a seeing, all-knowing God. No matter what they did, stole, or whatever, we believe that Elohim does see and know, but they took that and they used it to suppress the people. That's why their white children left them. You got to ask yourself, why would all these white kids just run away from home? We never questioned the parents. We never questioned, why would all these white kids just pack up and go to what they call a new world? Why would all these kids just jump up and leave and have nothing? It was that bad with them. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't think that's strange that all these white kids packed up on voyages and ships to leave their parents and their grandparents, their mothers and their fathers? You don't think something strange about this? Come on, folks. What's wrong with y'all? We question why E.T. left home. Lee, we not going to question why all these white folks left home. Y'all don't, see, you don't ask the right questions. They left for a reason. They left because they know how their mom and their dad is. Their mom and dad have sex with them. Now our people done took on these ill-gotten behaviors. Oh, they left for a reason. They left for a reason. They left because of the abuse of their parents. That's why all those white kids left and caught voyages and ships and came here. Started to change their name from Smites to Smiths. A Smith is a Smites. Most of them don't know that anyway. They're the Smites, not the Smiths, but you don't know any better. Don't worry about it. They changed their name to get away from their parents. They took on other names to get away from their parents. They left Ireland. They left all these places to come to the New World. A place that was big and greater than them. Huh? The land almost swallowed them up. Why would you do that? What does that say about your home life or your rearing in your home? What does that say, people? Why don't y'all ask the right questions? They left clean white people to come to be with dog, black, African niggers. How many of y'all don't want to leave your mom and your daddy and go and be with good, dirty, rotten, Klan skinhead crackers? So what does this say about their parents? Bad people. Bad people. Come on, folks. What am I going to do with y'all? Why don't y'all ask the right questions? Right. Come on. Y'all going to do that for real? It's bad. It's bad. Come on, finish up.
But we speak the wisdom of Elohim in a mystery,
in a hidden truth. Listen.
even the hidden wisdom which Elohim ordained before the Arats unto our kabod,
Tell them what happened.
which none of the Sherim of this Arats knew,
None of the rulers of this world knew. None of the rulers of this world knew. Shaul said it was hidden from them. None of them knew it. And am I expecting to get the entire truth from the King James perversion when Shaul just stated in his letter that none of them knew it? How could a white man, a ship of white men that have sex with one another, they call themselves Vikings, take me and rape me and suppress me and my family, know something about their mud, which is the truth? You don't even believe your own book. You don't even believe your own book. The man just told your own book that none of them knew this. George Washington knew it. Thomas Jefferson didn't know it. John Quincy Adams didn't know it. None of them knew it. Benjamin Franklin, he didn't know it. Listen what happened.
for had they known it,
Had they known it,
they would not have crucified the Adon of kabod.
there's no way in the world a white man would treat me the way he treated me. There's no way he would have known. If he'd have known, there's no way he'd have done what he did to us. Because we made in his image and his light. There's no way he'd have done it. He said it's a direct violation. He said there's no way he knew it and would have committed the atrocity that he said he committed on us. There's no way in the world that white man would have hung us. There's no way he'd have done it had he known. But Elohim has ordained it to our kabod, which is our glory. Listen what happened.
But as it is written,
What happened?
I have not seen,
I can't imagine. Why would he talk about I when faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things what?
unseen.
Why are you talking to me about faith if the definition of faith is substance of things hoped for, evidence of things unseen? And he just said, I had not seen.
Nor ear heard.
When he said that, he was talking about people not knowing. Then how you going to tell me this faith? What did they tell you faith was? Evidence of things what? He just said, I had not seen. Talk to me again.
Nor ear heard.
These are 2 of your senses of the 5 you have to have. You have to have 5 senses. That's what he gave you. Eye hadn't seen, ear hadn't heard, neither
Have entered into the lob of Ish the things which Elohim
had
hath
prepared,
for them that ahab him.
but I got faith. Substance of things, hope for evidence of things unseen. Unseen, he just said, I hadn't seen it. He should have said that faith, Dave. I tell you, the cracker contradicts himself in his own writings. I just said faith. Substance of things, hope for evidence of things unseen. Then I just said, I ain't seen it. I just told you if you hadn't seen it, then you don't even have no part with it. He said, between these senses, you have had to seen or heard or felt something. Touch. All of these are part of the operation. You got to have see, smell, taste, touch. And sight, you got to have these things. Here, you got to have them. This is what he said, though.
But Elohim
Gave us faith.
revealed them.
Revealed, made known. Made known. How can it be faith if I know it, Dave? They contradict themselves in their own writings. Come on, Phyllis.
Unto us by his Ruach, for the Ruach searcheth all things,
Yea,
the deep things of Elohim.
what do they know?
For what Ish knoweth, the
See that?
things
For
of
what
Ish,
each know it,
the things of Ish.
that's going to put us at. Anatomical. Anatomical. You were taught this word on Shabbat. That's all he knows about. The little anatomy that he knows. He got that backwards. That's what he tell you. That's all he knows. The things of a man. The things related dealing with the man. This is what happened.
Save the Ruach
Except the Ruach, which is where?
of Ish, which is in him.
He said he don't know nothing about that. If he doesn't know this, how could my captive teach me about obtaining a spirit, a Ruach? And he just said he don't know it. See, I got a problem. I got a problem. I got a problem. I got a problem. How did you know about it? How did you get it? How did you know about it? How did you get it? And my slave master talked to him. My slave master gave it to him. How did he get it? He just told me what does he know. He said, except the Ruach, he don't know nothing about this. So how was he able to teach me about obtaining a Ruach, a spirit, that I could get that would keep me, preserve me, and I could meet in the hereafter? He just told me none of them knew it. He showed it to them. They known they would have never crucified him. They would have never crucified. They'd have never put their hands on me. They'd have never took me. Because you know why they wanted? The Lord taught them that. The Lord said, touch not my anointing. Neither do my nabar no harm. Had he known it, he'd have never took me. He'd have never touched me. He'd have kept his hands off. And this is who I trust to teach me who's instructed your T.D. Jakes, who ain't touched all your Eddie Longs, all these other little jack-legged rabbit preachers.
That's right.
Jamal Bryant, little fat-nosed short midget.
That's right.
The cracker gave you them rulers. You're set to dumb you down. They commit adultery on their wives. One man, one wife.
That's right.
One woman, one husband. They can't teach that.
Can't teach it.
They can't teach it. You got to be qualified.
That's right.
Qualified and sent by the Most High.
That's right.
Listen to the book.
Even so, the things of Elohim knoweth no Ish, but the Ruach of Elohim.
See that? Now, so now I'm trying to get this straight. Now, he hid it from the rulers. None of the rulers knew. Had they known, they wouldn't have crucified him. I know they didn't know him because they don't know me, and they'll crucify me. So they crucified me. I know they didn't know him. Now, the only thing they do know is the things dealing with the carnal man. The things of Elohim, they don't know, and it's by the Ruach. Did the slave master have the Ruach? Why am I entrusting his doctrine? Then I don't believe the book. He just said the things of Elohim, no man knows. I said, but the Ruach. He had that when he was sleeping with my mama. He had this when he was hanging my uncle. He had this when he lied. He had this when he burnt down our houses. He had the Ruach, and he was teaching me. Y'all don't ask the right question. I'm so confused. Am I still here? I thought I left. Only white people can get away with that. Clap their heels and get away from their wrongdoing. Right. That white gal knows she killed that witch. She should have went to jail. White folk got enough sense to pull the curtain down and realize there's no odds. You won't do that. You don't want to go behind the curtain. Because that'll hurt you. Right. That'll hurt you to find out there's no white Jesus. Right. There's no white God. It'll hurt you. Right. They don't want to say they see the curtain. They see it boot all out the curtain. Same old white man. I don't want to touch it. Because down in my heart, I do believe. It's tired. If y'all were any other nation, and in this mission, we done marched and took our liberation.
That's right.
If we were any other people, I would have to tell them, we done marched and took our liberation. You're upset because you're comfortable with the psychosis they give you. I break these crackers down. This all out the hip. That's straight out the dome. Just get it. I know there's no way they can be smart because they can't be smarter than the Creator. They're just smart enough to be dumb. He told you, these people don't know nothing about no Ruach. Why am I entrusting them to teach me about a Ruach? What kind of spirit do I want they're going to let me sleep with another man? Right. The man is homosexual, he teaching me. Don't you know they tell you that? Evil communicate. They'll tell you be around negative speech. I'm listening to a man that has sex with other men teach me about being saved. I'm listening to a man ain't got enough power to keep to his own wife. Teach me what?
That's right.
Everything you teach me about being kept preserved hadn't worked for you.
That's right.
Man, teach me about turn of the cheek. Only cheeks have been turned, the cheeks are women.
Yep.
Man hadn't prayed for nobody but our demise. He's not qualified to teach me. I don't let no white man judge me to tell me about who I am, what I should be. You ain't in no position.
That's right.
You ain't in no position. You can't judge Elohim.
That's right.
Huh? You can't judge. I'm just like Shamshun said, listen, after I avenge myself, then I cease.
Yeah.
These crackers take stuff in their own hand, their own mouth. You can make you up a couple of suits too and put you some badges and sticks on them. I give you some paperwork inside them and put seals on them. We need to be able to govern, protect, and educate, and medicate, and fund our own stability, our own building. We need to listen. Every race should have the right to self-preserve and preserve their people. I ain't against it for nobody else, and don't be against it for me and mine. Yeah. Any sister we got, you take them. I don't want no sister. All sis and bulldog pick another race.
That's right.
You ain't come with us.
That's right.
I ain't fighting for no nigga with no halter top on.
No, sir.
Take that nigga halter top and get him out the line.
That's right.
Like the book, let him turn back lest he die in the battle.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
Every woman looking like Butch.
Yes, sir.
Let her return back. Go back to carpet eating.
That's right.
Hitting that right. Go turn your teeth into a toothbrush somewhere else between some girl legs. Let you die in the battle.
That's right.
So that what he ran was upright and straight.
Yes, sir.
Narrow, restricted,
Yes,
kept, preserved.
Yes, sir.
I teach it to the nation. Come on, finish up so you can get ready to go. Listen.
Now we have received not the Ruach of the Arat.
See, that's what he told you. See, that's why I ain't no Christian. He tried to tell. Now, what that tell you if he said, we have not received the Ruach of the Arat, that means it's another one.
Yes, sir. That's right.
How he going to say they got one, then he said we didn't receive the one Arat, which means the world has another spirit.
That's right.
Pay attention to what he said. If you saying you hadn't, you're saying somebody got it. There are people that do have what they call the spirit. And you got to watch them because is it the one of Elohim or is it the one that the world got?
That's right.
Listen. They don't listen to this stuff. I'm listening. That's what he told. I'm sorting out, I'm seeking out. I'm trying to set in order. Many of these so martially. I'm trying to put concise, make it right. Listen.
but the Ruach which is of
He
Elohim,
said that's the one we got, the Ruach of Elohim. Listen,
that we might know the things that are freely given to us of Elohim.
that's why I'm telling y'all about our liberation. I know it comes from Elohim. You know what? Think about this. If you got the Ruach of Elohim, so you know the thing that's freely given to you, free is not, okay. Perfume free inside that bottle. What did that mean? How much perfume in it? Perfume free. What that mean? How much in him? None. You sure? Not a little bit? Perfume free. Dye free. How much dye in him? How much? A little bit? What y'all said, like 100,000? The Negro free. How many niggas in captivity? Hold on now, I got a question. I got a problem with y'all. I got a problem with y'all definition of word. I just said perfume free. How much y'all, this bottle is perfume free. How much perfume is in here? Why? Because it's free of it. That's the definition. Dye free. How much dye? Why? How many niggas in America are still slaves when they were set free? Y'all done, come on, we can't do this tonight. We can't do that. So y'all only understand this with perfumes and dyes. Am I understand that? Because y'all answer quicker with perfume and dyes. You understand free mean without. So, see, if I got the Ruach, I understand free. Okay? Why you think the white man need me to be a Christian? Because free is open to interpretation. It's all about how you look at it. But all y'all saw the same way with perfume and oil. Y'all saw it with dye, perfume. Y'all all agree free. Y'all said it ain't none else because it's free of it. So explain me, how did you get free and you still a slave? You only understand it when it comes to liquids or clothing. And that's all you understand it with? Because the people that took you couldn't afford for you to get the Ruach, so they had to give you names like Jesus, God, and Lord, because these are Greek titles. The English used them. They got them from the Greek. That's why they say, me Lord, me Lord, me Lord. They got you. And they got you praying to the Lord. Praying to a white man. That's who her Lord was. The white man. And now you pray to the Lord. That's who the Greeks made gods. And that's who you pray to, their gods. Because had you gotten the Ruach and had you gotten the knowledge, don't you know that you will understand what liberation and freedom meant? People right quick, 8:30, I'm going to go. You're Ukana 8:30. I got to get out of here. I done lost it. Listen, y'all go ahead, vote, get you another, get you a pastor, get you a rep. Get you one been your rep ever since you was a little boy, even if you was a girl. Because I can't do this. I can't sit here and act like I don't know what I know. Y'all understand the allergy free, y'all understand the dye free, you understand perfume free. Then I'm telling you you were free, then I'm understanding what's your problem? That means you without captivity. You without imprisonment. Let's see what he said. Because I might have it wrong. This is your Ukana, they call it John. What be the real he'll tell you about? John is the name of man by prostitutes. And the other John, one other John, the one that like Lanita. They're the only two Johns I know. She like that on a Wednesday night. Listen to the book.
As he spake these dabarim.
Who did?
As he spake these dabarim.
Who did it? Many.
Aman on him.
See that? Many aman on him. Believe aman. Tell him what happened.
Then said Yahusha to those Yahudim.
Who did what?
Aman on
Who
him.
believed on him.
If ye continue in my debar,
What will you be?
then are ye my Mathetas indeed.
Not disciple, Mathetas, which is going to be students. And what's going to happen?
And ye shall know the Amat,
See that? And you should know the Amat.
and the Amat shall make you free.
That means they'll be captive. How much? So let me ask you a question. If they follow him, they will know the Amat, which is true, and the amount will make them free. Come here for a second. Can I borrow you for a second? See right here. I want you to do this. I'm going to say these words for him. Turn around. I want you to come just a little closer. It's fine. I want you to stay here first. Now, he's going to tell you, if you continue in his words, tell me he continue your word.
Continue my word.
You should know the truth.
Know the truth.
And the truth
Truth.
going to make you free. Now turn around and walk their way. That means you have to follow him. Come on. So he can be free. Come on. That's exactly what they done. Why would I let you follow him? The object is not for you to be free. That's why I kept blocking you. You need to be a Christian. Pay attention. If you continue, if you stay consistent, then you're going to know what belongs to you, and you won't allow someone to keep oppressing you, is what he told him. So what do you think the oppressor is going to do? Let him follow? Not without distraction. Not without altering. Our people were never taught to think. You read or you read, but you don't have comprehension skills. That's how they beat you. They teach you how to sound off, pronunciate, or enunciate, but they don't teach you how to comprehend so you can have command of subject. The goal, I try to give you guys, command of subject is dangerous. Because now when you start speaking, you're going to have some problems. Because I understand the subject matter. When you don't understand the subject matter, it's going to be easy to deter you and get you off. That's how they beat us every time. Listen to what he said. Let's hear his speech. Listen.
They answered him, we be Abraham's seed,
And were never.
in bondage to any Ish.
And he said, how then?
Sayest thou, ye shall be made free.
Listen.
Yahusha answered them, Aman, Aman, I say unto
Of a
you.
truth. That love said, verily, verily. Who talks like that? Verily, verily. That's English. Verily, verily. The man is telling us it's a truth of mine. Why would the white man have you walk around? Verily, verily. That go with roll your boat.
That's right. That's right.
How the white man get them? Verily, 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 verily. Life is but a stream, a dream, whatever it is. Stream, because he's going to piss on you. Listen, that's the original one. Listen to the book.
Whosoever committeth kata is the abad of kata.
See that? If you commit sin, then you're the who?
Abad of kata.
Which means you're the servant of sin. So the white man indoctrination was to cause me to commit sin. Give me a wife, then take me and give me another one.
Right. Right.
So if I commit sin, I be the servant of sin.
Right.
All the acts he gave me to eat slop, pig guts. He knew I was committing sin.
Right.
That's how he kept me oppressed. He fed me with food of oppression. Y'all don't know nothing about this, man. Come on. Every time you go to the store, they just found out P.F. Chang. How many of y'all like P.F. Chang? Did you know that basically all their foods are cooked in oyster sauce? And to tell the folk we have allergic reaction to this stuff. Apparently, all of their foods are cooked in oyster sauce. Where's that at on the menu? Who are you trying to get to eat it? Because the average of the world eat it, so you can be playing with it. Unless there's a group of people that you don't need to know that's in it and get them to eat it. That crocker's smart enough. Dangerous. How many people walking out, get some good vegetarian food with oysters in it? So now he's getting us to commit sin, so that means you'll stay in prison. Because Yahuwah can't go against his own debar, his own word. It's sin, right? He said when you know of it, what he said was, that's sin. We know better, but so the cracker done came and poisoned us deliberately. So guess what? That's why liberation hadn't come. He been feeding us. Tell him what happened, son. He that committed sin is the servant of sin, which is the bar. And the servant do what?
Abideth not in the Beth forever.
He won't stay in the house forever. But tell him who do?
But the Ben abideth ever.
So what happened?
If the Ben therefore
Shall make you what?
free,
Then you should do what?
be free indeed.
That's why they had to stop him from following. That's why they had to give you Jesus Christ. I can't listen. He messing up. He's short stopping people money. Listen, We just sell dope years ago. You have a corner, everybody shot. Some nigga always go up from you and catch people again. You go out and you see him. Say, man, what you doing? You short-stopping. You short-stopping. You can't short-stop over him. You got to run. So what did the white man do? He didn't want to reach down to Yahushua. He short-stopped us. Jesus right here. You ain't that, I got that Jesus, what you trying to get? He throw that Jesus in that one. We got that Jesus gone. You ain't got to go all the way down there now. You ain't got to go way down there to get Yahushua. Jesus right here. I had the same thing right here. Get that Jesus. Got that Jesus right here. Short-stop. You run down there. I got to cut him off. I got that Jesus right here. Same thing. Same thing you'll go on the street to get. Called shortstop in the street. That's how he beat you out. No one has never illuminated us to try to touch the truth. Let us see everybody for what our own people are just as detrimental as this bag of cracker mess. So please don't think everything with dark skin is for our favor. Just think about it. You do one or two things. Either I told you the lie, I told you the truth. If I told you the truth, I'll see you Shabbat night. If I told you a lie, that time you see me, let it be in the judgment. That's good.